Gerard, where's your plug thing? Yeah. No. It was connected to my headphones. I always keep that together.
On the mic, is it working?
How's everybody doing? We are here in the house. It's Friday. We made it through this week. And we are going to have a good time tonight. Let me tell you, we've got some, nice to see that. About to finish work. Good. So we're up on your work computer. Is that what you're trying to tell us, Hyped Honey? I like that name, by the way, too, Hyped Honey. It's cool. You look mighty familiar, Hyped Honey. This thing is weird. Oh, okay. Okay, well, you can work and have us up in the corner. So we are going to start off tonight with the theme song, and then we're going to move into Risque Robin if she ever shows up, and then we're going to move into our interview with Amanda Menares. So you ready, G? Well, if you say you want to be happy, then just be happy. If you say you want to act kindly, then... My name is Alan from South Los Angeles, Cobbler District, where there's only peace and joy and kindness. Bad vibes are restricted. Folks are always talking about their light, their peace, their love. We cobblers often ask each other who they're speaking of. If you say you want to be happy, then just be happy like we cobblers do. Like we cobblers do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Wonderful. Hyped Honey is in the house all day. Let me see what she's talking about. I'm just about to finish work, just popping in. Yees! On my phone, laugh out. You may have seen me around town. By the way, this is the name I want to make music. Oh, cool, Hyped Honey. That's dope. It's a great name. And what style of music again, if you don't mind my asking? We appreciate all cobbler musicians here at Cobbler Town. Do 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 do. Doo-doo. You know, somebody should use that as an artist name. Applause. You know, it's kind of good. Applause. Or an album named Applause would be dope, right? I think that's a good album name, Applause. What a great word, applause. It feels good in your mouth, applause. As opposed to like Knickerbocker. You know, it's not, the same. Applause. Knickerbocker. Applause. Knickerbocker. See what I mean? It's just not the same. I don't think. Anyway. So Gerard, how was your day?
Today was good. I was helping my fiance fold up invitations. And,
invitations for what?
For our wedding.
We're going to Jamaica. We're going to Jamaica. 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 Yay!
It's starting to hit me like I'm super excited.
I know.
Yeah, she's very detail oriented. So.
Yeah, I went wedding dress shopping with Lady Robin and.
So you know all about it.
No, she knows what she wants.
Yeah, no.
That's good.
It's great. It's great.
I like that.
Yeah,
as opposed to folks that don't know what they want.
It's all good. I'm a little tired, but feel good. Feel solid.
R&B, jazz, metal, and punk? You're going to combine all those styles together? This I got to hear. Okay, Hyped Honey, you got to hit me right away with those answers because I don't even know what those those last two you said. I don't even remember what you responded. Oh, God. Yeah, there's a way. There is a way. There's a way to bring all these genres together, I believe. You know what I'm saying? You want to perform a song really quick, G? I done tore my headphones out, trying to do something new. Everyone, I'm trying a new experiment with my headphones today, trying to see if I can do something new. July. It will be July. Gerard gets married on the 7th of July in Jamaica. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Waking up into you on a rainy day, feeling like I'm dreaming, feeling miles away, 'cause I'm on you. When you take me places out of time and space, when you move in closer for a warm embrace, I can feel my body beaming up.
Oh, there you are. 2, 3, 4, and
Open my eyes, now I can see all the magic love you're dreaming into me. Reach and way down, I feel you grooving in my heartbeat. I love, baby, love you all night long. I love. Take me where you go, baby. Got to make it home. Love. When you speak that language that I understand, make me see that heaven really is at hand. So amazing. Like a wave, I'm riding your geometry, 'cause we got that everlasting chemistry. I can feel my ego peeling on you. You open my heart. Oh, I can feel everything's so new. Everything's so real. I love you. I'm so real. Baby, love you all night long. Take me where you go, baby. Got to make it home. Beyond the stars, beyond the sun, the moon, the solar system, galaxy, the universe, straight into the central sun. You take me over to a place I've never known. Isn't it fine how you been there for me? Isn't it fine how love sets us free? Isn't it nice that love will be there for you? Isn't it wonderful? You Baby, where you going? Oh, I love. Tell me where you going? I love, baby. Got to make it home.
Feeling that. Hyped Honey is just like going on. Okay, wait, let's see what you're talking about. Okay, I'm still very early in my experiment. Okay, so you're just getting started with music, and I guess I should sit here because, and I hear voices in the distance, so I think our guest has arrived, who's going to be interviewed. Anyway. Oh my God. The Cobblers have come out to play. We're having a good time here. Maybe we should do another song. Grab your guitar. You know what I'm thinking? Let's play the same song and hear what the guitars are doing. Thank you. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Enemy's on here. We got Hyped Honey. We got Enemy. We're hyped. That's what I know. All right. Now, what I need to know is, Gerard, can you go see if we have a guest here in the next room?
Absolutely.
Through every moment of every day, I wanna take the time to say that I love you. You know it's true. Crazy for you, and I can't say that I'm completely sure. Not to me.
Anyway, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to put that on. I don't know. Oh, Hyped Honey's sending me all kinds of like wonderful things like flowers and what else? Let's see. Let's scroll up. I saw another one. Oh, and there's purple hearts, and then she's got all these like cute girls giving all kinds of poses. What? Oh, pow. That's what I like. Anyway, I want to know first of all how everyone's day is going and what you had for dinner, because we cobblers love our food and we love good food. If the food is bad, we're not with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not happening for us, cobblers. And we eat our food we cook it with unconditional love and we eat it with unconditional love, right? Yes, of course we do. So, and welcome everyone to the show, to the stream. We're waiting on our special guest, Amanda Menares, to arrive. She is coming from the San Diego area. And, oh, she is? Oh, she's here.
And with Robin?
Yeah.
That feels good.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh, Lady Robin is here. Hello. Hi, Lady Robin. How you doing? Okay, we're going to start with Amanda Menares today. So Amanda is getting ready to come in here. And, hold on, folks. I thought I heard someone. Oh, Lady Robin. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey.
I said presenting
Presenting the one, the only. Amanda. Oh, wow, looking fabulous. How you doing? It's good to see you. Oh, come on, sit next to me.
I would love
Right here. Okay, we're going to get all adjusted. Okay, first of all, how lovely is Amanda? Okay, yes.
A little more that way.
We're going to, oh my God, looking great. Woo! What? Okay. But all of our guests wear this hat when they're being interviewed.
Yes. As if you had to ask.
Oh my God, hello. Okay, yes, I think, oh my God. Oh, and it's Gil. Hold on, everything is happening all at once. Gil, are you here?
Yes, I'm about to go.
Okay, are you outside the gate or outside the door? Oh, you're on the inside. Okay, we'll see you when you get in. Bye. Everyone, there's some really incredible people that are going to be here tonight. Well, first of all, Amanda Menares, who's going to have her own microphone, and I'm going to have my favorite microphone, which I sing on. which in my headphones sounds like I'm singing in the Grand Canyon because there's lots of reverb in it, so I love it. Hello? Hello? It's wonderful. Thank you. Alex, do you mind getting me like a little paper towel or something like that so I can... all right, so Amanda, I've been trying to get you on this show forever. Okay, and I even prepared questions today. Okay, so I'm prepared because I know I've got to be on point when you come. Let me tell you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never known anyone, I'm talking about anyone, and I've worked with a lot of folks, that puts it together the way that Amanda puts it together. So we're going to get right into this interview because there's a lot of things that I need to know and that you need to know, and I'm going to keep this chat popping. Okay, Visionaire just popped on. Hello, Visionaire, nice to see you. We got I My Worst Enemy, we got Hyped Honey. Okay, we got Amanda.
Hello, hello.
She gets to hear the, oh no, she can't hear the echo, unfortunately.
Should I talk here?
Yeah, you talk there, okay, and you can even hold that.
Sure.
Okay, it's quite a piece of equipment. Okay, so, and that, you know, oh my God. How come a text is just coming in from you, Amanda? Okay. Ever since the Allen show, my phone is like an amusement park. Bling, 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 bling. I don't even look at it anymore. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me see here. Oh my God. And the only reason I'm allowing it to stay on, okay, Amanda's cues. Okay, that's what I call this thing, okay? All right, so everyone, I just want to say that I met Amanda through two people, okay? So this is one of the things, if you meet someone through two people that kind of don't really even know each other or aren't really interacting with each other, you know the universe is trying to tell you something. There's only two people on the planet that I've met that way. One of them is Lenny Kravitz, and one of them is Amanda Menares. And they both are equally as extraordinary to me, and I'm sure by the end of tonight, you're going to understand why. All right, so having worked with many of the luminaries of the music industry, including James Brown, Barry Manilow, Lenny Kravitz again, Sheryl Crow, Bryan Adams, the Neville brothers, the Jimmy Cliff, not the Jimmy Cliff, well, yeah, the Jimmy Cliff, he's the Jimmy Cliff, you know what I'm saying? He's reached that status. The Carlos Santana. You know, when you meet someone who isn't in the music business but is hitting on that same level of extraordinary, just everything she's doing, and such a futurist too, which we'll get into it, I just feel honored to know her, to be able to have a conversation with her when she picks up her phone. Because she's so busy, she doesn't really pick up her phone very often, but I will call her. First question.
First of all, I want to say that I am a reflection of you, my love. So thank you for those kind words.
I'm blushing and I'm black. I don't know. I don't really know what to say, and I'm kind of sweating too a little bit. Okay. All right. So
I'm still loving this.
I see. Yeah. Isn't it great?
I love
Okay. Everyone's a star when they come on to the Allen Show, and you're officially a cobbler. Yes, I knight you a cobbler, and I already knew you were a cobbler anyway. It did. Oh my God, Hot Hughes is on the line right now. You know who that is.
Oh, yes, I do. Hey, sister.
Yes. All right, so you have a very interesting background, and I'm not just talking about your career. We'll get into that in a minute, but your childhood,
Yeah.
who raised you?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
I would absolutely love to, because, you know, we are the sum of the people that we gain influence through, friends and family, etc. So I always say that my family is like the United Nations. I have everybody from, you know, Asian family, black family, white family. It was really interesting. And the reason why I think this is so important, just really thank you for asking me about this, because, you know, at this stage in my life, I can conversate. I'm a humanist, and I love humanity, and I'm in love with humanity because I see all of our excellence and all of our vulnerability. And if all of us just recognized, you know, that while I'm here as Amanda for the next 100 years, and while you're here as Alan for the next 100 years, that we're all just these divine, unique sparks that get to come and have this human experience, and to create, you know, design our lives for ourselves. And I feel like a large part of that for me was the way that I grew up in the family I grew up in. And so I was born in Ohio, and my parents divorced when I was around 3. So I moved out west with my father, and we had a ranch in Southern Oregon and a house in Northern California. I went to high school in Humboldt County. What's up? Humboldt's finest right here.
Y'all know what Humboldt is? Anybody who doesn't
Humboldt
understand
County is.
anything about green, I'll just leave it at that.
But so anyway, so I moved out west with my dad, and when I moved back home to Ohio for the first time in 4th grade to see my mother that many years later, she had met my stepfather, and they had gotten married, and my stepdad's black. And what was interesting is we lived and my little brother, it's not even my stepdad, it's my dad and my little brother, and we lived in an all-white neighborhood. And so I remember, and then I'd go back and forth being one of those rowdy teenagers, between my mom and my dad. But I remember being in Ohio, and my father, I call him Nelson Mandela, like he's such a person of integrity, Nelson Mandela without the accent. But he's a former veteran. And 2 distinct memories is I remember that my father got back from the first Gulf War, and I was in middle school, and the school had asked him to come and do a presentation. Well, I was called the in lover and everything else that you can imagine growing up, being the only black family in a white community. And I remember being in like 5th grade, sitting in my school assembly, and my father walks in just proud in his military regalia, and he had some equipment, and he's so noble and excellent in every way. And I remember sitting in the audience thinking, I pray to God none of these kids say anything racist. And they didn't. They were all just, because kids don't know better, and the racism is taught by the generations before them is what I've learned. Again, we're all the sum of our environment. And then another time, my father went back to war, came back from the second Gulf War, and it was about 4 days later, and we had KKK spray painted all over our driveway. And I remember sitting out, looking out the window with my dad, and I was in high school at this time, maybe freshman, sophomore, and I just looked at my dad, and he calls me Queenie. He looks down, he goes, Queenie, he goes, don't judge them. They don't know what they're doing. They were taught this. He was like, don't judge them. And within an hour, 45 minutes, maybe less than that, his entire army unit was at our house cleaning up the spray paint, military trucks on the road. And you talk, my family was just treated so differently after that, And then on the other side of it is, again, every socioeconomic background. I have Korean aunties, my husband's Filipino. I remember telling my mom, I was like, Mom, what a 21st century family we are. Your grandkids are black, white, and Asian, and I can sit in a room with anybody at any net worth, and because I see your humanity, and it's not about our exterior, it's about this.
And I can feel, when she touches my heart, I can feel, when you do big business, and I'm talking about on a high level with big people, Amanda has worked with the United Nations. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, this is just some of what she's, I want to get into this, but if I get into her career, we're never going to be able to talk about the stuff I really want to talk about. One of the things that she mentioned, Amanda, is you said for the next 100 years. And so one of the things I want you to talk briefly about is the life extension stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
If you are willing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Completely.
great.
So what a time to be alive at this point in human history. We are living in the age of information, the age of technology, the age of collaboration. It's just fascinating to me. And we are living in a point in human history where life extension technology is possible. The inside of how we live, let's talk about externally first. I know we hear it all the time, but, we are multidimensional beings and non-physical matter in flux all the time. And so we really do have to be mindful about what we're putting inside of our body, the frequencies we're surrounding ourselves with. We are bombarded by, poison and poisonous frequency, even through music, which I know is that you're super passionate about. And so, that's what starts first, is just being aware and just being present. You know, like Coco Chanel, my favorite quote is, "When I am alone, I find that I am in good company," because you get to listen to yourself. And then what you're referencing specifically is there's a doctor called Dr. Marco Ruggiero. And he's been in his field of research all about the gut biome for over 30 years. He was the director, I believe it was a French institute or an Italian institute, forgive me. And he has a product and has literally, went on record in his career to say that he can extend human life expectancy to be 125, 130 years old. And it's pretty prolific stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of little metaphysical things that you turned me on to this amazing thing that you can put in the corners of rooms. And
yes.
this is the kind of stuff. Now, mind you, there's some people that, would look at us and say, oh, but when people don't realize, they walk into my house and they think just because I've got some nice little furniture or whatever, they're like, oh, this place is, look, it's not that. It's that I have all the right crystals. I've tuned this place up, and I've tuned it so that anybody that comes in here is inspired. I love to inspire people to be better artists, better at whatever they're doing. That's my whole thing, and so I try to be my best so that I can inspire others to be their best. And I know you're the same way because you're truly being the higher dimensional living. And I do look at you as a bit of a mentor. I mean, you do. Especially in email writing, you're my mentor. I mean, I've never known anybody who can write a perfect email.
Alan loves my communication skills.
Okay, and I will say this, I wore this special yellow outfit today, which I will model here for you, okay? I want you to all see how wonderful.
I love it.
Oh, wait, I've got to get it together here. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes. Boom, what? Pow, what?
Woo.
I just, zip it down here a little bit for you.
Yes.
What? It's fashion. Okay, so I wore this because the first time I met Amanda, she was wearing a hat the same color. So this is to commemorate you and your yellow hat. All right.
Yellow is my favorite color.
Oh, it is?
Oh, and I want to say something about your home.
Oh, yeah.
Is your environment and the way that we design our homes and our lifestyle is also a reflection of our internal, mental and emotional state. Y'all, his home is gorgeous. He has so much nice art, so incredible furniture. He lives in this complex compound of a home. It is just, and it is, I can feel the living energy in every single room that I walk into. It's beautiful.
Well,
and thank you for always welcoming me to it.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go back to our questions because if I don't get to these questions, I know the LaQuaque is going to really be upset with me. Okay, so you're I don't know if it was your first big moment, but kind of your biggest moment was in the world of tech, and you're a woman in the world of tech.
Yeah.
That was kind of where I don't know, was that where you made your first big mark?
I don't know really what the one big thing is, and because there's
so many.
Well, not just that. I am a multi-industry talented woman, but really, and people ask me this question a lot, like, how is it that you do what you do, or you have, whatever I'm doing, and it really boils down to that my inner guidance. I've since a child been very clear with it, and I've always been brave enough to be bad at something new. And so Did
you hear that? Can you say that again, Amanda, please?
I've always been brave enough to be bad at something new over and over and over again.
Wow.
And so what that means to me is if something excites me and I don't know how to do it, and, trust me, growing up the way that I did, like my teachers didn't like me and, and it just all these other things. And so we have that negative self-talk, but thank God that my inner speech was always louder. And so if something excited me, I said yes, and I figured that shit out. And I did that by hiring people who were smarter than me, by finding a mentor who was the best at that thing that I could find, or I took a class, or I just figured it out until I developed the skill. And I just did that over and over and over again. And my experience now, I would say my biggest talent is just people. Because I'm a humanist at heart.
I've never seen anything like it. your ability to, and this kind of goes into, it's funny because I don't have it right here, but maybe Robin will grab it for me. There's a sequence book. I'm going to show this to Amanda. I don't show this to very many people. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that is very sacred to me, talking about sacred things. It's the only one there.
Thank you, Hote Hughes. I love your communication skills.
Okay, so Hot Hughes has been sending hearts and just, cats with heart eyes. We love you, Hot Hughes.
Yes.
We love everyone on this here chat. We've got a few folks here. Hot Hughes, Lady Robin's on here. We got Hyped Honey. We got I'm My Worst Enemy, and we got LaQuake Wade-Wise. So, and we're here with Amanda Menares. This is a book that I wrote, an alchemical formula that I wrote. This whole book. If you look, this was like 2 months of my life.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? It's like the transformation of my life. This was in '02.
Yeah.
Okay,
wow.
so this was quite a few years ago.
Were you on tour at that time?
No, I was at home. Oh, and I got some pictures back here. Let me see what
That book
these
is amazing
are.
too, by the way.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. Okay, everyone. So this is deep. This is my group in group therapy. I don't know if you can see it. This is my group therapy the day I graduated from therapy. And there I am. And then there's me and Arlene, who will be here at some point,
Look
my
at that,
therapist.
handsome.
I know. I was on tour at that time. All right, so I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about you. I don't know. I just found those and that was
Let's
a
talk about
sentimental
us.
moment.
Let's talk about you.
Okay, so I want to talk about your tech business.
Yeah.
And that was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? If you feel comfortable talking
Moving into
about
technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What part do you want to know?
Well, you started something with text messaging or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I was and still am an event producer when I was younger. Super, super fun job. Again, people. And I had a friend of mine, and he had asked me, he's like, I have a friend of mine who has a tech startup, and he needs some help with some marketing materials. And this actually leads into my husband, who's a phenomenal artist, and here tonight. I can't wait for you to meet him
We got to talk about
and drop.
Did you bring anything?
I don't think we did. No, I could.
Well, we'll definitely drop his link into the chat
Yeah.
so that you guys can check it out.
All his pieces are like 4 and 5 foot in size. And we
I
brought
know.
my card today.
You guys aren't going to believe this art. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it's amazing.
He is amazing.
Metaphysical artist.
Yes, he is. So anyway, so my friend asked me to help his friend with some marketing material, which I started, designing decks and investment plan outlines and stuff. And what it was too early for its time, absolutely. And it was at the dawn of SMS and MMS texting. But the difference between this platform and others at the time is, yes, there were other technologies that could send mass text, but we could do it internationally for a fraction of a penny when everybody else was having to charge like 20 cents a message at least, right, at the time. And on top of that, we were able to, the back-end platform was able to compress data. So think an audio file, a video file, any other kind of digital file, and compress it and literally embed it into the text body of an old flip phone. So at the time, you didn't even need a smartphone to access the internet at the time. And so when I started like working on the marketing material, and again, it was that Heaven Yes was bubbling up inside. And I came home to my husband and I was like, baby, I was like, you remember that tech company that I started like doing some marketing stuff for? And he's like, yeah. And I said, I'm going to go in 2 feet. I was like, I really think there's something here. And he was like, oh my God, baby, that's amazing. What's your package? And I was like, actually, and I was a executive editor of a fashion magazine at the time, and I was an event producer. And I was like, there is no package. I was like, but there's something telling me, that this is a thing. And he was an engineer at the time, nanotechnology and microengineering. And he's like, so what does this mean? And so I gave my shares to the magazine back to the owner because she had just had her second set of twins. And then I reassigned a lot of my event production clients, and I jumped in 2 feet. and I worked for free for just living off my husband's income for over a year and a half, almost 2 years. Wow. And then I helped secure our first $2.5 million investment and hired my first employee just shy of 2 years later. And that was really, I guess that would be the beginning of because I started traveling and started coming out. It was two companies. One was a celebrity services, and then the other one was more of a business to business. And that's when I started traveling out to Los Angeles and going to Oscar events and Grammy events and stuff, and really just meeting a lot of people here on the West Coast, which is where I started, planting roots. And then I'd come home to North Carolina. And all of those friendships and relationships just, blossomed, and it led me back to California.
One of the things that's so apparent in a conversation with you is your communication skills. It's just uncanny how you're able to unpack even very, very complex subjects and things and make it so simple for everyone. Is there something that you've learned? I mean, are you a product of neuro-linguistic
I've never taken an NLP class,
That's
but I
very
feel like I
interesting.
should. Everybody talks about it, and I'm like, man, I feel like I'm missing out on something.
It's very interesting. I took one class. It's interesting, but
Yeah.
you seem to have it built in. Were you in debate club?
No.
Did you? So you just it's because you love people so much and you want them to understand, you want them to get what you're saying. Is that what it is?
I guess so. And, I just have this kinetic mind. I always, nothing against Tourette's at all. Like, I have family members with Tourette's, but I always say that it's almost like I have Tourette's syndrome of spirituality and of knowledge, because it's like, I study a lot, and I less now so than before, but I don't know what I know until I'm in a conversation. And then I'm like, oh yeah, did you? Da, 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 da. And then it's just, I don't know.
So
I don't know how to explain it.
I want to just build on what Amanda's talking about. So in other words, we read something, 10 years later we're in a conversation, and it gets drawn out, perfectly formed. I know you've all experienced this before. It's like we think that something's long gone, or we didn't get something, and pretty much I think what it is that we've got everything in us already, but we have to fight through everything everyone told us we couldn't be and couldn't do, and then we get to be amazing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Everything gets to be amazing because the outside is a reflection of the inside.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even when you're going through the toughest of moments, just start, oh my God, Supermess is here. Ooh, we got folks everyone, meet Amanda
Welcome,
Menares,
everybody.
One of my favorite people. I'm going to keep asking questions because
I feel like I should be sharing this on my Facebook.
You should.
Michael, can you bring me my telephone, my love? I don't know if you can hear me.
Michael. My voice is a little bit louder, 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 louder. Oh, I don't think you heard me either. Okay, so this is a question. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. You want to come on the camera real quick? Everyone, this is an amazing, I just come between the two of us here. This is Amanda's husband. Oh, look at that. Come on, Kilo. Get in the picture, okay? This is the family. Okay, yeah. So Kilo's one of the people that introduced me to Amanda. And Kilo's a wizard, you know what I'm saying? Okay, thank you, Kilo. You can leave the set now. Thank you. Goodbye.
Find the show. Hey, Kilo, can you find the show on Facebook and share it on my page?
Oh, my.
Post something come watch live. You'll have to
Yeah, let's go, Supermesh. You're right. You done missed out on the first couple of questions, Supermesh, and so we got to really, and Hot Hughes has always got to be so loud with her emojis. Got fire and cats.
Sexy kitten,
Okay.
so fitting.
Okay, so what, in your opinion, is the most important thing that computer technology brings to the future? Or
Technology.
the first question is, what, in your opinion, is the most important thing that technology brings to the world today?
Connection.
Connection.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely connection, because before, that's why there's so much censorship, is you can't keep us apart.
Right.
We're communal beings, right? And so it's the connection and the fact that you can share information in a split second. Yeah. And you can
So,
express yourself.
Quick interruption here. So
Yeah.
we just decided to go live from your Facebook
Oh, perfect.
because we just want people here, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so you can move
So I'll
Cobbler,
let you
Michael
direct.
Jackson.
So like I don't know where to place it, really yet,
I don't know where we can see it. What do you
but
think?
or maybe this is too ambitious. I don't know yet. That's fine.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now I can see it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. And we've got that
If
nice,
anyone pops in, you might see
you
them
know.
chatting
What
there.
about like this?
yeah, that nice vertical action.
Yeah. that
Okay,
works.
and we'll put the little, we'll put this in front of us so we don't have to worry
Perfect.
about that. There we go.
Perfect, darling.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so now
Yeah.
we're cooking with gas.
Perfect.
Now, okay, yeah. All right, so so you said that the best thing that computer technology is offering the world today is connection. Okay,
Yeah.
so then my next question
And
is
access to information, which
access to
are keys
information.
to wisdom.
Right. Now, before we jump into the next part of this question, because there's a second part to it, I want to ask you about what you talked about, because I caught it, censorship. What are your thoughts
yeah,
on
I'm huge
censorship?
on censorship.
Because that's something that I'm watching starting to unfold. And, you know, a lot of people were happy that certain people's accounts were deleted. And, you know, I get it on some levels, but then I also thought to myself,
That's being trapped
I've
in
read
third density.
1984, and a lot of the things, like even like the kind of calling each other out and all that kind of stuff, you know, like I don't want to call it tattletaling, but just that whole thing starting, it was all a part of 1984, and it gets really scary to me
Yeah.
when I see,
It's social engineering.
well, yeah,
Yeah. So the censorship is, I mean, it's not even just about censorship. That's scratching the surface. It's taking away our sovereignty. And, you know, we are divine sparks of light having this human experience. Again, while I'm here as Amanda and while you're here as Alan, who has the right, really, truly, to interfere with our being, our state of living, our sheer essence? And, you know, there's all of these social constructs built around us and environments like, you know, entertainment that takes our attention and all of these things. And, you know, we enjoy it. Of course we do. We love entertainment. I love film. But where there becomes an issue, and this is also related to technology, so I'll tie it into your question, where we're going, I call it an evolutionary inevitability. So look at current social networks right now. It's centralized control. There is censorship, there's deplatforming, demonetizing, shadow banning, suppressing.
what is shadow banning?
Shadow banning is where algorithms are moving against your favor, and it's suppressing your content, and it's also not allowing people to search for you or discover you. They're removing likes from content, again, which reduces engagement.
That goes on?
Yeah, there's algorithms that are suppressive. And then on top of that, they are exploiting your data and selling it on the back end. And, you know, human creativity and ingenuity, and I'll get into the nonprofit in a little bit as well, you know, that creativity is our unique divine expression as individuals through your music or through Michael's art or through my communication. And so our attention and our content on these platforms are what is making Facebook and Instagram and them so valuable, but what they're doing is selling our data, suppressing our sovereignty and our speech of freedom of expression, and then all of that value is being, you know, shoveled out the back door to the billionaire shareholders. And there are, you know, with the advent of blockchain and decentralization of data, this is what I call the evolutionary inevitability. Like, for example, one of the companies I head up U.S. operations for is called Apix. And it is essentially the decentralized alternative to an Instagram-like experience. You post photos and videos, but the difference is that when somebody engages the content, it is creating a smart contract and mining currency. So instead of my content going out the back door making Mark Zuckerberg more rich, my content is, I'm earning money on it within the network, and it gets distributed not only to me, but to the audience who engaged the content that made it valuable. So it's basically literally a 360 win-win economy that we're creating with each other by celebrating each other's uniqueness.
Does that sound good to you guys? If you like that idea, please put it in the chat. And, you know, I'm going to ask Amanda to give us the, how do we get on that? Because I
On
want to make
Happens?
some money. Huh?
Yeah, well, we're doing our final migration right now, and I'll get into the other platforms as well. We're doing our final migration and in the midst of a token swap, so maybe I can come back on once we're live, and even the Apex team, they'll be coming back. We're based out of Switzerland. The team's over in Europe. They'll be in Los Angeles sometime early summer, so we can
cool.
we can do something
All
then.
come in and talk about, okay, so this
Yeah.
is exciting because what that means is when you're doing your little social media, you can be making money.
Yeah.
Money helps certain things happen. It doesn't make everything happen. So yeah, I know everybody. Yeah, we love this whole idea. Hype Tiny said yes. Hot Hughes said epic, super mess. Everybody wants great. Lady Robin says great. So these are the kind of things that are coming.
They're here. There's other
Right.
platforms that are live,
Right.
like DTube is the decentralized alternative to YouTube, so you can make money on your videos. Then there's
Oh,
D
that's
Live.
what's his name, huh?
Yeah, D
Ken?
Live.
Is that Ken?
No, that's not Ken.
Okay, okay.
But D Live is the largest live streaming
Okay.
decentralized network. So it's definitely here, and it's an evolutionary inevitability. Like the way that we're social networking leading into the future is not going. We're going to be empowered instead of exploited.
All right, so speaking of empowerment, I want to talk about one of your passions right now, surrendered artist,
Yes.
which I might actually
Yes.
be doing something with. I don't
yes,
know.
yes, yes, yes.
We'll see if Amanda can woo me
Yeah.
to her.
Yes, please.
Okay, but tell me about surrendered art. I know it. I know about it, but I want all these people to know about it because on this chat here are some very talented
Creatives,
people, some
yeah.
major creatives. So I want you to talk about surrendered artist, and then I also want to talk about Wisdom.
Yeah.
And I also
Yeah.
want to talk about any other projects that you're excited about. So,
Yeah.
all right, so let's start with Surrendered Artist.
Perfect. Surrendered Artist is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. I am the executive director, and I'm so privileged to be so. One of my dear friends, his name is Adam Roa. He is a global phenom, and he is a prolific, famed poet. He has spoken on some of the largest stages, Goldcast, Oslo Freedom Fest, Freedom Forum, Mind Valley, etc. His whole entire mission with his spoken word and poetry is about self-love and self-acceptance. One of his poems, You Are Who You've Been Looking For, of which I was in the music video also with my husband and some of our friends. It went viral at over 200 million views. I think it's over like 220 million. And it was literally about self-love. And so anyway, he is just a creative himself. And, as an artist, he's created a lifestyle from his art. And so he really started this nonprofit organization as a way to help people evolve from a starving artist mindset to a surrendered artist. And a surrendered artist is really surrendering to the idea that, you are a channel for that divine inspiration, and that artistic expression of yours, is your unique signature as an individual, and it's all divinely guided and divinely blessed. And so we are an artist accelerator. We have programs for children to teach them that. And then we also are developing an artist accelerator where we can provide artists the tools and the resources to actually help them build a business around their art.
Artist Accelerator.
Yeah. Yes. So we're super excited. We had our first kids event last month, and we are in talks of making a micro documentary right now, which is going to be really exciting.
What's a micro documentary?
A micro documentary is similar to a documentary, but it's just shorter, around 20 minutes instead of like a full hour and a half long. But it's going to be a really powerful story. I can't share too much now, but when we do, I'm really excited about that project.
All right, so Wisdom.
Yeah, so Wisdom LA, I would say Wisdom LA and Mesoamerica so my personal passion is virtual immersive technology. I have some really influential and impactful friends in the space. And my personal brand is called Mind Astronaut. And Mind Astronaut is essentially turning into Mind Astronaut Productions, where we have a project we're working on together that's going to be, I'm going to begin producing immersive dome shows. Because how do you explain the unexplainable is you have to we're experiential beings, and you can't just talk at somebody if you want them to understand. And so we're going to do that through utilizing modern technology.
How many of you know about immersive dome experiences? Excuse my. It's been a long week.
Immersive dome shows. I know. Do you need a coffee?
It's okay.
Have you guys ever been to a virtual immersive dome experience? There's Wisdome in LA.
Okay.
Here.
I'm familiar,
Yep.
but not well versed.
And then there's another one called Mesoamerica by James Hood. The one at Wisdom LA, the most recent one that they had was Samskara, and it's a prolific artist, Android Jones. Yeah, who is phenomenal. And we went to a private showing.
We did?
Actually, yeah, to experience it while we were talking about a project that we're going to be co-creating and collaborating on.
I want the Allen Show to be on
Yes.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
I want to do a big party for cobblers. And then what we can do, this is Matisse, by the way. Then what we can do, let me see here. Ooh, hyped honey, wait. She says that she would like to go. I think everyone's invited to this party. It's going to be at the Wisdom. I don't know, maybe 5 years.
2022, fingers crossed.
No,
2022.
so we're working on something, and this is how large? That thing is huge. I mean, literally, it looks like the whole ceiling. You don't even see the ceiling. The whole thing is just coming at you. It looks like it's coming right down on you, and these images are it's unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. And because I know Amanda Menares, I get to participate in things like this. Okay.
That's going to be one of my favorites.
So United Nations.
Yeah. Brilliant young woman named Kelly Lavelle. If you guys can't tell, a theme with me is I love to celebrate everybody's brilliance, and any way that I can support and help amplify individuals, I always try and take that opportunity. So there is this amazing program. It's a 10-year, also dealing with virtual technology. It's a 10-year initiative from 2020 to 2030. As we know, UNGA, the United Nations General Assembly, UNGA, this is the Younga Forum, and it's the youth takeover of the United Nations. It's supported by the UN. Due to COVID last year, 2020 was the inaugural year. Due to COVID, it began evolving into a virtual environment. And so essentially, Bridging the Gap, founded by this prolific young woman named Kelly Lavelle, basically created the forum. Started out in the United Nations building, and then it opened up and turned into a space station, an international space station. And then all these like hallways bridged out, and then there was all
about the
actual VR experience of the forum.
I saw a little bit of it, but I didn't see the finished.
It was amazing.
Wow.
And then the global participants created their avatars and joined in, and we're networking inside and going to see speeches by youth and activists and advocates around the world, members of the United Nations, different celebrities. Juliana Huff participated, did a body movement thing. And then to culminate the finale, Pitbull did the world's first and largest virtual music video. And live concert at the end. So it was really, really fun. And 2021, this is going to be our second year of the 10-year initiative, and it's just going to be bigger and better. So it's the Younga, Y-O-U-N-G-A Forum.
So we've talked a lot about Amanda's background, and now we've talked about her career. Last but not least, I want to just your personal vision for the world, where we're going spiritually, because I know that we've talked about where things are going to go technologically. We've talked about where things are going to go, kind of societally a little bit. But when we think about where things are going spiritually, I have my thoughts, but what are your thoughts? I mean, we're seeing, I just want to say this before I jump into that, before you jump into answering it rather. We're seeing kind of I don't want to say crumbling, but kind of I think people are reassessing Judeo-Christian religions now, because we started seeing it with Sarah Palin a little bit, and then it just kept going. And it's just like, what do they believe? I don't know anymore. And I grew up in the church, and you all know this, but I just, where are we going to be in 5-10 years spiritually And is America going to be better off, or are we going to be worse off, do you think?
I feel like we are at this point in human history where we all really need to make a decision. And, living in the technological age, those who, so I spoke on a panel at Sundance Film Festival around this time last year, before the shutdown, believe it or not. And my whole talk was about inevitable technology and us, being empowered, versus exploited on how we're going to be sharing content and expressing ourselves, etc. And I was telling the room, I was like, storytellers, because this is a big Hollywood event, right, Sundance. Storytellers have a liability and a responsibility to humanity. And the storytellers are the content creators, the influencers, the screenplay writers, the filmmakers, the songwriters.
Yes.
And, because we do know that we live in this multidimensional reality. And the big secret, excuse me, is that we live in a mental realm. That's the big secret, is we live in a mental realm.
Say that again, because this is something, she said it a few times, and then I remember her saying it, then finally when I was like, we live in a mental realm.
Yeah. And when you really understand that in this non-physical reality, that it is a mental realm, you begin to understand why the pop culture terms of manifestation and law of attraction and all of that fit within that wheelhouse. And so back to the storytellers, they do have a liability, because we do know that once, we live in this limitless potentiality of a universe. And once we believe something to be true, all of the other realms of possibility just collapse. And then that one thing that we believe in actually does manifest itself. And when you imagine filmmaking and storytelling across mass society of the planet, when we're hearing about war and violence and that we should hate each other and all of this stuff, and it's always, it's religious angst, it's race angst, and I'm better than you because of this, and you're better than me because of that, when what we start doing through that storytelling is we begin believing it. And then what is happening is we're co-creating this third density reality across society. Right. And we're all coexisting and living within that belief system.
But the pushers are pushing that.
It's social engineering.
Yeah. Right. The social engineering.
Yeah. This is very important to me. And this whole entire topic, and I have no idea while I'm sitting here today what that means in my life or what I'm actually going to continue to do with it. But I can say for the rest of my life, this is going to be hugely important. And every decision I make with my career or personally, or the friends I make, it is always through that lens of being a humanist and how, while I am here as Amanda, how can I help the evolution towards our favor, not our decline, in my own humble way.
That's a great place, I think, for us to stop, because it is 8:05 and we do have a presentation tonight. We have something happening after the show tonight. In my opinion, there needs to be a shift from art being just expression and entertainment to having meaning, value, and encourage action towards greater purpose and change. I agree with that.
That is absolutely what Surrendered Artist is here for, is to exactly that. I couldn't agree with you more.
So, man, I really appreciate everybody coming on the show tonight. And, I mean, those that didn't, as you can see, they just missed out because, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you.
Always, man.
All right, so we're going to sing our song now, okay? Let's do it. Well, if you say you want to be happy, then just be happy. If you say you want to act kindly, then... My name is Alan from South Los Angeles, Cobbler District, where there's only peace and joy and kindness. Bad vibes are restricted. Folks are always talking about their light, their peace, their love. We cobblers often ask each other who they're speaking of. If you say you want to be, then just be happy like we cobblers do. Like we cobblers Thank you guys all for coming on. I want to thank I'm My Worst Enemy. I want to thank Lady Robin. I want to thank Hot Hughes, Hot Honey. I want to thank Super Mess, I'm My Worst Enemy. Hey, you guys, we're going to be back this coming up Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Remember, we're going extra late because we're going to continue working on the EP. Let me swallow my saliva. Or I'm going to just anyway, come on this coming Monday. Remember, we start at 7 o'clock, and we're always going to go from 7 to 8, but we're going pretty late, and you're going to get to see some hot fire because this EP is coming together very nicely. Now, look, don't jump off, okay, because LaQuaque is going to send you somewhere where you want to go, okay, and because he has curated. Let me explain this to you. He doesn't ever do anything just like haphazard. He's curated all of these amazing Twitch streams that when we leave here, he kind of sends you over there, and then you can stay for as long as you want. So you can choose to, just be done with your cell phone, altogether, or your computer altogether, or you can do what I would suggest you do and at least give this thing 5 minutes. So we're gonna raid somebody else and give them some love because that's what people do for us, and that's how we get more followers, and that's how some of you that are on here found out about us, is that somebody brought you over. So
awesome. Thank
you all for coming, and are we ready for the raid, LaQuaque? Oh, just a minute? Okay, so I guess I get to fill in. Let me see if I have one more question here. No, I'm just kidding. How about a song, everyone? Would you like one more song before we go to the raid? All right. Would you like to sit next to me while I'm playing my song? You can sit on this side, Amanda. Okay. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. Hold on. We're not leaving anywhere. Lady Robin, come on up here. You know what? Lady Robin has. Oh, thank you so much, Amanda. We'll be hanging because we got other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to wear the hat for as long as you wear. She said, no, I did my hair before I came, and I want to show it off. Okay, so, oh my God, Lady Robin is here, and she just looks, hold on, I just love this outfit. Yes, so Lady Robin is here, and she's going to be asking not Lady Robin, it's Risque Robin, is going to be asking some very risque questions, which I never really like to hear these questions, but this is Matisse talking, but other people like them, and so that's all that really matters. So we're gonna ask a few questions. I'm My Worst Enemy is always so happy when this part happens, and it just gets on my nerves for some reason. I don't know what it is. He gets all excited. Okay, so Lady Robin, you wanna get on that microphone? You can hold it too if you'd like, or you can get right up on it. Okay, yeah.
Okay, you guys.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. The first question for tonight is, what would most people find weird that you'd be open to trying? There's 4 answers. A, letting someone watch you have sex. B, experimenting sexually with the same sex. C, sex with food objects. American Pie, eggplant. Or D, attending a joint counseling session with your spouse and parents. What do you guys say? We're waiting on you, audience. Alan, what about you?
Okay, no, wait, one more time, because I just need to, oh wait, somebody put something in the chat, hold on. C, question mark, why are you gonna put a question mark on it? Okay, I thought you would be looking at 2, hold on, at B, I'm My Worst Enemy.
Okay, so my question I'm going to ask again.
D is kind of weird. Like anything having to do with parents, right? Just no. Okay, just as soon as you hear parents, just
check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, what would most people find weird that you'd be open to trying? A, letting someone watch you have sex. B, experimenting sexually with the same sex. C, sex with food objects. Or D, attending a joint counseling session with your spouse and parents.
Well, Hot Hughes says I've done 1 through 3.
Whoa!
And I believe her. This is the sad part. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hot honey, I'm good with A through C. Okay. So
okay, Alan, what about you?
I'm good with A through C.
A through C.
Hyped honey. Okay.
Okay, G, what do you say?
Probably attend a therapy session with my parents.
What?
You find that weird? It says, what would most people find weird that you'd be open to trying? To go on a therapy session with your parents? A is letting someone watch you have sex. B, experimenting sexually with the same sex. C, sex with food objects. Or D, attending a joint counseling session with your
Praise the
spouse
Lord.
or parents.
We're going to talk later. I might work it.
I do sex with food objects.
Okay.
Sex with food objects? No.
Oh, I like that.
Hell no. Food objects?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
That's so cheesy. No, that's.
I
no.
like C. C.
That
C.
is. Huh?
Yeah, come on now.
Whipped cream? No, that's all just. That's cheesy. That's some cheesiness.
Why is it so
Huh?
cheesy?
It is cheesy to me.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's cheesy?
You know what? It needs to be. It needs to be Kundalini. It needs to be. Akashic. Okay, so Shekinah. Okay, so I don't know about if y'all know what I'm talking about, but it needs to be glorified. Okay, that's all I know.
Oh my goodness.
Sanctified.
Okay, anybody else?
Woo.
Okay, you guys ready
Wait,
to?
syrup. Wait a minute. Hold on. We have the biggest freak in the world on this
I
show.
love
Okay,
it.
I might want to say to me.
Ooh, we're gonna
Hold
have
on,
to try
syrup
that.
is way too sticky. I like it, but it's messy as fuck. You have to strategize
Ooh.
around it. Who's gonna clean up the mess?
I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh my God! Wait, hold on.
You're giving me ideas here.
A little honey never hurts. Oh my God,
I'm
you
gonna have
guys!
to try that.
I've never seen the chat be so. I don't know what to say.
I love you guys' answers.
Okay, next question.
Okay, so the next question. You absolutely love a new move your partner does in bed. Then they tell you they learned it from their ex. What's your first thought? A, now that I know, never do it again. B, you could have left that part out. C, how often do you think of your ex? Or D, your ex taught you well. What is the answer? Alan
D.
and audience.
I don't care where you learned it from because you're gonna learn it from somewhere, right?
Yes.
So if it feels good, you know that song? It feels good. Yeah. It feels good.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do. It feels good. Do-do-do. Yeah. It feels good. Do-do-do-do-do. And if it feels good, then oh, let's see what someone's saying here. Folks are already answering. I'm multifaceted. Wait a minute. Hype Honey.
Wait.
Wait,
I love it.
Hype Honey said, wait. Hype Honey's on it. Hold on. She said the chaos. Hold on. as long as it was a past ex, I'm good with B. Okay?
Hey.
Hold on. Yeah, I really don't care where it came from. I'm my worst enemy. We already know he's a freak. Hold on. Smack that ass. Sean, wait a minute.
I love
Hot
it.
Hughes. Wait, Hot Hughes is a mess. Hold on. If you saw her, you wouldn't know she's a mess. She's one of those kind, all sedity in the streets. She obviously is a freak in the sheets. Hold on.
I love your answers, by the way.
Okay, I think we need one more question.
Wait, we didn't ask G. What was G's
yeah.
answer?
I'd be, wherever you learn it, it's cool with me. I mean,
That's D.
we all learn our moves.
That's right.
Okay, so my answer would be, you could have left that out, B. Because I can care less as long as you're pleasing me.
Someone is kind of selfish.
Oh, but I'm
In bed?
gonna please my man. Let's ask him.
Oh, hold on. I don't want to think about the specifics, but I'm glad that my brother is having a wonderful time. But now, if our huts are next to each other in Jamaica,
I think you need to have some earplugs.
I'm gonna make sure I'm not too close.
Yeah, you
okay?
better
Because
hope
I don't want
so,
to hear
'cause
anything.
you would hear it all.
No.
You would not
If you
go
hear
to
someone
sleep.
going la 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 la, you'll know what it is, okay? Or if you hear, hold on. Coming from the next room, then you know what it is. Okay, so
Okay, our last question for the night, you guys. During
Yes.
sex, you're 3 seconds away from an orgasm and your partner yells out someone else's name.
I sure
What do you
will. I
do?
never seen it.
A, ignore it. B, stop immediately and leave. C, finish and fuss later. Or D, finish then whisper, I have the claps. What is your answer?
Oh, double D is a mess.
Wait, let me do it again. Okay, during sex, you're 3 seconds away from an orgasm and your partner yells out someone else's name. What do you do? A, ignore it. B, stop immediately and leave. C, finish and fuss later. Or D, finish then whisper, I have the claps. What's your answer, audience?
I got it. I'm gonna say E. Blow it all up and.
No, you can't say E.
Blow it all off in your eye. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. That's just such a harsh reality. You know what I'm saying? To be just like. But truthfully, if I'm almost having an orgasm, I'm probably not going to hear much of anything.
Oh, so you.
No, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I probably am not going to hear much of anything
So
at
you're
all.
going to ignore it.
I probably would have no choice because I would be caught up in the
Moment.
moment. Yeah.
Got
probably,
you.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
somebody said D.
Yeah.
Hype
So
Honey.
Hype Honey said D.
Finish the whisper.
We pretty in here. Okay, we petty in here. She said we petty. Okay, petty.
love
Okay,
it.
yeah. Okay, we petty.
Okay.
The clap. Okay.
Wait, D is it says I have the claps. That's what they will whisper after they're finished. I'm my worst enemy.
The claps is a venereal disease. Okay, just in case those don't. I mean, how old are we? We should all know. God, the clap, man. D 100%, but I probably would be extra petty and yell my ex name. You yell your own ex's name.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we're ending on a pretty low note here for our thing. Should we re-sing the theme to get us out of this thing so that we're on a different... Okay, wait. We've got everyone else's answer.
But wait,
but
we didn't
need
get G.
And your answer.
Okay. So, during sex, you're 3 seconds away from an orgasm and your partner yells out someone else's name. What do? A, ignore it. B, stop immediately and leave. C, finish and fuss later. Or D, finish then whisper, I have the claps.
I'm gonna ignore it because I'm gonna tell on Robin. She's shouted out some of the strangest things. Bible verses.
La, 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 la. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that. No. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to know that she's yelling out what other, that's not cute. Okay, at all.
Okay, my answer would be,
Whew, Lord.
I
Working
would
with
do
family
C.
is not easy,
I'll do
y'all.
C. Finish and fuss later.
Okay.
Oh man.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of the... What are you gonna-
Thank you guys for tuning in to our questions and having fun with us tonight. We appreciate
Yes.
it.
Yes, we messy out here. Oh, y'all are just a mess. Hey, I also want to, just before we jump off, I want to also let everyone know that we do have a Cobbler Town Square in the Discord. If you don't know what that is, jump on Twitch, hit Discord. We have our own Discord, okay? And you want to say anything about that, LaQuaque? LaQuaque's been mighty quiet tonight. Ooh.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you guys so much. And next week is going to be awesome because we're going to be starting to work on brand new songs for the EP because we finished off those first 4 songs, which we're excited about. And, G's saying goodnight. I guess he's done for the night. Shoot, he's finished. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, so Cobblertown right there in the chat, everyone, you can hop onto our Discord. And if you have not followed, I think everybody here is definitely following, so I'm not going to even bring that up. But definitely hop into the Discord. You're all invited, and have a great weekend. Try to take out some time for yourself. I'm going on a hike tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I'm excited about that. And then I have a meeting tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And come here, Gil.
Bye, everyone.
We've got a supermodel in the house. Come on. Oh, you gonna sit down with me?
You gotta make me all famous now.
Oh, look at this. How you doing, man? It's good to see you too. All right. So remember when we spoke to Gil on the here? This is your mic.
Hi.
Remember when we spoke to Gil briefly on the phone and talk about an international model? If you guys don't know, what is your Instagram?
1010 Gil Suarez. GILSOARES.
Okay, so if you just go over there and please look at the latest post, which I did this morning, and I almost like fell over because I do appreciate the human form, and there's nothing like a human form like this. That's all I can say. So anyway, but one of my dearest friends, and so we're gonna have to jump off because we have two wizards making a major presentation for us tonight. I don't know what this is gonna entail, but we're looking forward to it. I always look forward to hanging out with you guys. I want to thank you, Hyped Honey. Thank you, Supermess. Thank you, I'm My Worst Enemy. Thank you so much, Hot Hughes, for jumping on. We want to also thank Amanda Menares. We want to thank Gil Suarez for being here. And we want to thank you, LaQuaque, very much. I'm My Worst Enemy, as usual. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you very soon. We'll see you Monday, 7 o'clock, all right? All right, now, you're getting ready to get transported on a magic carpet to somewhere where you're going to want to be. LaQuaque, let me know when you're ready. Hit it. All right, you're going to Japan. We'll see you guys later.